they will see the green flag, and when they pass it here at Road America for the NTT INDYCAR Series, we will be racing. And now we go. Green, green, green is the call, and Louis Foster hugs the inside. Scott McLaughlin goes for the outside line down into turn one, and look at Kirkwood on the move already on the championship leader, Alex Palou.
And this is what we talked about, guys. Just because you start up front doesn't mean you always stay there. It's clean through, but Palou is falling all the way down. Now McLaughlin challenging Foster.
7 cars off track as David Malukas loses it and is into the beach, and that will likely leave him there. I seriously doubt he'll be able to get going. And here comes, I think, Alex Palou on Pato Award.
But Foster is having to defend once again from Scott McLaughlin, who is all over the rear wing of the pole sitter. Has a look up the inside, but look at Award on the inside of Kirkwood and on the run up from 5 into the blind at 6.
Palou's going to be under threat here, entering turn 6 as well. He goes defensive. That's Graham Rahal who gets a position now. Your championship leader is falling back. Power's gone around as well.
Everybody knows that Palou wants to protect that championship lead, and they are chewing him up, as I think that's Alexander Rossi getting pretty squirrely back there. But great job from the rookie. Louis Foster holding off massive attacks from race winners and champions as the caution comes out from Malukas' stranded car. As we ride on board with Rahal, that's Malukas just to the front, to the left. Watch.
Yeah, just goes in with too much speed. You see the front lock up, and he gets into the back of Christian Lundgaard. Guys, remember this pit stop. Scott Dixon started 25th, okay? Not someone we had tagged in the pre-race show. Remember this pit stop on lap 3. This could come into play by the end of this thing if we see the number 9 up at the front.
Pretty big bobble from Louis Foster, and now Scott McLaughlin in the yellow and white XPEL Chevy pops to the outside looking to make a move. It's tough to pull it off, but you can do it if you're brave, and he does.
Goes the long way around and gets it done even before turn-in as Palou on the charge and has a look and has the move on Willpower.
This is Felix Rosenquist looking to make a move on Josef Newgarden.
As
right
Power
there.
has a look to get back past Alex Palou, does it beautiful, and Rosenquist still alongside Newgarden as Lundgaard now on Kyle Kirkwood. And Palou all over the back of Power again. They're going to go too wide on the run down to Canada corner.
Palou and Power at it again, side by side. Power on the inside.
Oh! Both of them past Kyle Kirkwood. Brilliant stuff.
That is a full send like I've never seen before in Canada corner. I'm not sure Power planned to pass Kirkwood. He got in so hot.
Yellow's out. Oh, big one.
Schwartzman.
Oh, he's just lost it on the braking, hasn't he?
Yeah, that one looked like all on his own. Some rear lock. Lundgaard on the button, trying to get Foster.
He's got a great run. He goes way to the inside.
Foster tries to defend, but there's no way of stopping Christian Lundgaard from advancing into second place.
It's a game of chicken into 5.
He crosses him up. If he can get a nose to the inside, he can't. Foster defends very cleverly. That's an important place to defend.
That's a big one for Stingray Rob.
Boom, the 77 Goodhart Chevy into the tires.
Oh.
Again, some rear locking. Oh, just a tremendous amount of impact.
Lundgaard went to a set of the hards. Remember, he's still got another sticker set to use later on.
And critically in all of this, Lundgaard has got out ahead of Scott McLaughlin. And Rossi defends to the inside, but look at Lundgaard coming and having a look at VK.
VK also looking very aggressive in terms of defensive moves on Lundgaard.
Now he gets up, pops up into 3.
Oh,
lovely.
McLaughlin.
Can McLaughlin go with him? He doesn't want to lose touch with the number 7 of Christian Lundgaard. Now he's right on his gearbox. He's boxed in, nowhere to go, dropping wheels in the dirt.
Scott McLaughlin, 2 wheels on the grass, drops back, and VK should be able to take that position back again as Newgarden comes under pressure from Palou, who has to duck out of it.
This is where it's so crucial as the 3 of McLaughlin has to go riding through the dirt. VK goes by, now side by side with Power.
Oh, big.
180 miles an hour off for Power as Newgarden gets by, and there's more contact further back with Kirkwood.
Kirkwood having a look up the inside of Will Power, shows him his elbows and says, that's for last time.
How about that, Will Power?
Here's the problem, guys. That was small time thinking because Palou got around the 27. That's the guy he needs to beat.
Palou Palou wants to get past Newgarden and is all over his rear wing once again. This is a track on which Penske, though, have been so strong in history. Newgarden 2 wins to his name, Palou 2 wins to his name, has the inside line, has the run. Will Abel get in the way? You know what? Newgarden bumps out and gets ahead and holds that position, but now Palou to the inside, little puff of grass.
Wow, that's aggression from Palou I didn't expect.
Josef just way long on the brakes. Scott crossing him up.
Yeah, Newgarden has to go Baja style back onto the track, and it just hands Alex Palou an easy position as we get another look at the teammates battling. And then later on, going into Canada corner, Palou with a brilliantly executed move.
Connor Daly in the 76.
It's not been a good day for Connor Daly as he goes skidding off into the gravel trap in turn 5.
As we see what happened there, just unable to slow the car down.
That was a bit Will Power-ish.
Lundgaard leads the field and Kirkwood goes with him, has a great run out of 14, tucked up in his slipstream on the run down to turn 1. Lundgaard goes to defend, but Kirkwood will want to make the move immediately on the restart, and Lundgaard knows it. Kirkwood trying to go the long way round at turn 1. Oh, that's lovely from Carl Kirkwood, but he goes wide. Can he keep the lead that he's only just taken as Lundgaard is 2 wheels on the grass, but inside and makes it back through. Wonderful side-by-side racing between these two. Josef Newgarden's day is done.
Turn 14 had been a challenge all weekend long, and this was one of the things we've seen. You get wide, the car sometimes bottoms out over the curb, and if you're already kind of catching a bit of a loose moment, it could just send it around, and unfortunately went all the way to the wall.
So Herta side by side with Lundgaard. There's no contact. Lundgaard just gets over the bumps, lights it up, and loses it on the way up the hill, and that's what caused Kirkwood to go off to avoid him. Lundgaard loses it, evasive action and through for Carl Kirkwood.
Scott Dixon might be the best ever at saving fuel, but this is a big ask. Seems highly unlikely without a short caution to be able to get home, but that's all that it would take, and then he's on level playing field with everyone else. Can they go a couple more laps, be able to get it done on just one final stop?
There's Scott Dixon, who will also be having to try and save to the end, and Dixon gets out ahead of Palou.
Softs going on Kyle Kirkwood's machine.
Nice stop from MSR, nice stop from Andretti, but where do they come out in relation to all of their rivals on track?
Well, they'll come out behind Alex Palou, but ahead of Ferrucci. But now, fascinating, because Palou will have to save. Rosenqvist can push. Who's going to win this thing? Scott Dixon, as expected, short and coming to pit lane for a splash and dash. This should mean that Palou can make it because he was 2 laps to the good and there's 2 laps at the line.
Alex Palou, championship leader, wins again. It's 6 from 9 in 2025.
Up next, it's the Honda Indy 200 at Mid-Ohio, Sunday, July 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox.